This honestly hurt. Much like Open Season, Doogal is a movie I grew up watching a lot. But unlike something like the former, where there were at least a few things I liked, this did not hold up. But before we get into why, let's talk about the story. The movie follows Doogal, a dog with an addiction to sugar that, after one of his candy-seeking endeavors go awry, accidentally frees an ancient ice wizard from his prison, who now threatens to plunge the world into eternal winter, while trapping Doogal's owner inside his former prison. With help from a friendly wizard, Doogal and friends are given a map, a sentient train, and a magical box to help them on their journey to retrieve 3 magic diamonds in order to stop the evil wizard and free Doogal's owner. On paper, the plot just sounds kind of basic and generic. But in order to fully understand why this movie sucks eggs, you need to know more about its production. The movie itself is based on The Magic Roundabout, a TV series that aired in the UK and France that is a beloved classic to many people. In 2005, Pathé developed a film adaptation and they wanted to export it to the US. But there was one problem. The movie itself was designed to cater more towards a pre-existing nostalgia for the series, and The Magic Roundabout itself never aired on US television. So, in order to fix this, Pathé got help from the now defunct Weinstein Company to bring the movie over to US soil, under the name Doogal. And the first thing they did was give it the Ghost Stories treatment and put a gag dub over it. And let me tell you, this movie is incredibly unfunny. Now, I'd be lying if I said the dub didn't have a few funny lines. Hell, it actually fixes some of the lines.
Oh, come on, it's all clear.
Because honestly, the wrong words can be crushing.
But for the most part, all this dub does is make what is already a mediocre movie into one that is nowadays considered to be up there with films like Food Fight and Norm of the North. And some of these changes include giving the moose a voice and making him the focal point of all the fart jokes, an unnecessary narrator that spouts off what can be clearly seen.
The path was very, very narrow. The lava was very, very hot. Do you think they were scared? Wouldn't you be?
And, much to the movie's detriment, the removal of very important scenes that correlate to character growth and plot points. I could keep going on about it, but to sum it up, it's like Dragon Ball Abridged, except the people making it had no idea what they were doing. And can I just say how bad this movie looks? I know it's almost 20 years old as of this video, but even by 2005 standards, this looks bad. And comparing it to its contemporaries doesn't do it any favors either, let alone comparing it to films from 2006 when it hit US cinemas. And I'm sorry, I just don't buy that these peeps are friends. They're always at odds with each other. And don't get me started on Doogal. He is single-handedly the worst character in the movie. All he does is make things worse and does nothing until the very end to fix any of it. While I have never seen the original series and only both versions of this movie, I can safely say as an outsider to it, neither cut of the film is worth pursuing. Sure, there's an occasionally fun action set piece, a couple good lines, and maybe a nice scene, but at their best, the UK cut is a 4 out of 10. While Doogal, on the other hand, is easily a 2 out of 10. Either way, this movie just left me a little cold. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Undead Sonic 89 for his courteous $30 pledge on Patreon. Through his support, both this channel and my second one can keep making bigger and better projects. Thank you tremendously for your support.